Hi friends, as you can see I am back home in North Carolina. I've been back for about a week and we've got a rainy day here. I thought I would just have a seat out on the porch. The video before last I had started documenting my road trip down to Florida that I took for spring break, and I took it in my van that I had set up as a camper. When I left off in the last video, I was down in Bahia Honda State Park in the Florida Keys. And I had talked about a mouse getting into the van overnight, and I had shown you some clips from my trip down there. After I ended that video, I spent the day going south, further south in the Keys. Also in the last video, I had failed to find a geocache down there. I was trying to introduce you to geocaching, and I had failed to find the first one that I searched for. Right after that, I went across the bridge going south towards Key West, and I found a geocache on Big Pine Key. And here I am signing the logbook there. I decided to stay here at the end of this road on Big Pine Key where the geocache was and make some lunch. Here I am making some oatmeal because I had not eaten breakfast that morning. I bought this on Amazon. I'm going to link it in the description below. And it is, I guess I would call it Jetboil knockoff. Jetboil is over $100, and this was like $50. And it's fire maple. And it runs on a little butane canister that cost me like $5. The stove itself costs about $50. And let me tell you, I've used it for the first time today, and I've used it twice already. It boils water in like less than 2 minutes. It's faster than the biggest burner on my stove at home. So, Jetboil knockoff. I'm really happy with this so far. This is going to be the replacement for my big, outdated Coleman propane stove that I usually lug around. It takes forever to boil water. I hung around down here for a bit and ate my oatmeal and drank a little beverage. What I didn't show you was while I was sitting here, another lady drove up, and I watched her get out and look for that geocache. And then after she found it, we had a little talk, and I made a friend, so that was cool. So made it to Key West. It was a beautiful day. I walked around a lot. Here you see I'm driving by the water. People were out jogging. I parked over by the Key West Bite, which is the marina up near Mallory Square, which is where everybody goes to watch the sunset. I paid for parking for 3 hours, and I went out and took a walk. Here are some sights from Key West. My favorite thing, though, always, every time I go to Key West, it's not the bars, it's not the people, although the people on vacation are pretty happy, and it's a very good energy. And then Sloppy Joe's bar here is reputed to be the oldest bar in Key West, and supposedly where Ernest Hemingway used to hang out. The oldest house in Key West here. However, my favorite thing always is the chickens. If you've ever been to Key West, you know there are feral chickens everywhere. And the roosters mostly are very visible because they're out and about. Here I am having dinner. There was this rooster pecking around. There's my salad, and look on the table here, chicken repellent. It's just a squirt bottle full of water. More chickens right over by the Hemingway house. Following me? After I was done exploring and had dinner and walked around for 3 hours, I decided to get some coffee for the trip back. And I've always wanted to try this Cuban Coffee Queen. It's supposed to be the best coffee in Key West. I got an extra strong coffee, and unfortunately, it was still too sweet for me. Good morning. morning. I'm heading north again today. I'm done with my 2 nights at Bahia Honda. I'm ready to go. It would be nice to stay down here, but to be honest, I haven't said anything because you can't smell the video. But this is the time of year. I've never been down here this late for my winter trip. I usually come in January or February. And the sargassum season is here. That's this seaweed that washes up in piles and piles and piles all over the Keys, and it starts to rot, and it smells like rotten eggs. And back behind my campsite was a big deposit of it, like a little almost like a little cove, and it was just piled and piled up with sargassum. And when the wind would shift, the smell was so bad it would wake me in the middle of the night. It was horrible. So between that and worrying about the mice getting in my van, I'm kind of ready to get out of here. Today is just going to be a driving day. I'll be in St. Pete again by this evening. So the weekend I spent with my sister, and we went downtown to the Saturday morning market, which we do every time I visit.
Sabores que faz seu coração sorrir. As cores vibrantes da ilha se revelam em cada canto. O verde exuberante das plantas tropicais, o azul profundo do oceano e o dourado do pôr do sol. As palmeiras balançam suavemente ao som do reggae. Convite para soltar as preocupações e deixar a música guiar sua alma. Cada conversa é uma celebração, cada encontro é uma festa. Amigos se reúnem compartilhando histórias e risadas, enquanto criam memórias que aquecem o coração aqui. O tempo não é uma preocupação, é um fluir agradável como um rio tranquilo cortando a ilha. Nesse canto do mundo a vida é uma deliciosa melodia, uma mistura perfeita de natureza, cultura e felicidade. Cada dia é uma nova oportunidade para sorrir, dançar e aproveitar tudo que a vida tem.
So this was short and sweet. I really didn't do much after going to Key West, and then I headed back to my sister's house for a couple of days, and we spent the weekend together, and then I drove home in one straight shot. It was raining all day that day. I just was ready to get home so I could get back to my work week and get back to making videos, because I've got a whole list of ideas that I want to make videos for. So thank you again for watching. If you like these travel videos, stay tuned to my channel, like and subscribe, because I am planning on taking a long cross-country road trip in a few weeks in my van, staying in my van, camping in my van, stealth camping in my van, and I want to show you all the places that I stop along the way. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, please subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you as always. I'll see you in the next video.